It's nearly 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon here in Shanghai, and that means only one thing. It's time for the Chinese Grand Prix. It was a blistering lap time from Lewis Hamilton in qualifying yesterday. If he gets a clean start away from the grid today, he might be untouchable.
He's definitely going to be difficult to beat today, but anything can happen, so we'll have to keep a close eye on how this unfolds over the course of the race.
Nico won the last race with a performance that Toto Wolff called a drive of true class. He seems really at home in this Mercedes team, and it's from that platform that he's able to put in these great performances.
Nico certainly had the edge over Lewis last time out, and he'll want to put one over on his teammate again today. Don't underestimate the mind games that are going on between these pair as they battle it out for supremacy.
And the lights are out on the Chinese Grand Prix. Hamilton gets a fantastic start. Rosberg is right behind him, Raikkonen slipping in behind, but Massa gets a great start too, with Vettel going round the outside of the cars. It was the only way he could go on the track without getting sucked in, but it looks like he's going to get the inside of Raikkonen, and he does. He makes it stick going in to the corner. What a fantastic start by Vettel. We're going to have to check that out in a bit, but here we go now. Vettel, he's behind Rosberg, keeping Raikkonen at bay, and he makes a diving move up the inside. What a crazy move by Vettel, but he does it, and it was a clean move, you've got to say, but it was very Ricciardo-esque style going into there. Vettel has now got to chase down Hamilton, but it looks like the Mercedes engine of Hamilton is a bit too strong for him as he struggles to keep the car under control. Going towards sector 3 now. Hamilton is 1.5 seconds ahead. Rosberg is right behind Vettel, and Vettel does manage to keep a safe enough distance to stop an attack on the straight. We're going to have to check out that start again, guys, but here we go. Here's Vettel's start. He's behind Bottas. He sees the outside move, he goes for it, and it was a very, very clever move. And Rosberg there didn't know what was coming, and neither did Raikkonen. He kind of bullies his way into the position, and it was a fantastic move, fantastic from Vettel, and you've got to say he's great. But now we're on board with Grosjean, his start from the Grand Prix, and he gets ahead of Ricardo, however you want to say it. But he goes round the inside, the door closes for Grosjean, and this battle is tremendous, and Ricardo goes back up the inside. Grosjean loses his position again and gets it back again. What a fantastic racing here at China to start off, and Ricardo has to just settle in behind him for now, but later on in the lap Ricardo actually had a slipstream on him. We're live now with Ricardo. He goes just ahead of him. Grosjean doesn't like that. He goes ahead of him now. Ricardo goes ahead of him going into the corner. Does he? Yes, just slightly. And side by side racing, it's what you want to see in F1. And Grosjean, this is just unbelievable, sliding there. And now I think it's Nasser is just behind them. Ricardo, he's in the mix as well. He's going for the move on Ricardo, and he goes down the inside. Ricardo can't do nothing about it. He's also on the prime tyres, and he make it stick? It looks like he does. He does. Fantastic start to the race. Fantastic. Ricardo was helpless, but it's good to see the different drivers racing. We're now back on board with Vettel at the end of lap 2, and he's got to do something here, because obviously Rosberg's going to be on the attack. He's going to be on the offensive as he is now. Look at the speed of Rosberg. Vettel, all he can do is sit there, and he squeezes him out and goes into the apex, still in second place. But for how much longer, guys? How much longer? Going into the start of lap 3, Rosberg, Raikkonen, Bottas, Massa. They're training up behind Vettel now. He goes on the inside to cut him up, to stop him making the move, but he does. Rosberg makes the move, they touch wheels. This is brilliant to see. Absolutely fantastic racing from the AI and Vettel here. Meanwhile, Hamilton's going on holiday in the Bahamas. He's well away. We're going up to the corner here where Vettel, he needs to do it properly, and he does. Vettel keeps, oh, Raikkonen, he's going for it as well. This is crazy. Let's go to the end of lap 3, guys, and what we'll see here is just pure brilliance. Vettel goes wide and touches wheels with Rosberg. He gets on the inside of him, and this is going to be tough going into the last corner here. Rosberg goes wide and he collides with Bottas. He collides with the Williams of Valtteri Bottas. Nothing Vettel did wrong there, nothing at all, and Rosberg only has himself to blame. We're going to have to check that out and see what exactly Rosberg did to collide with Bottas, but just crazy stuff. The opening 3-4 laps of this race. Let's go and check that out, see what actually happened. You see Raikkonen's point of view here, and Rosberg is just on the outside there. He does go wide and he turns into Bottas. All Rosberg's fault, I'd say. Coming towards sector 3 of lap 4 now, and Vettel goes wide. The tyres are starting to just shimmy off a little bit. The tyre wear is fantastic in this game, the realism of it. But he does track extend there, and Raikkonen, is he going to get him? He's got DRS. Vettel, he's got him, but he's going to squeeze him out as much as he can. Too late, Vettel. He's got to slipstream back again. Back on the outside of Raikkonen. He's going to go deep to cut in. He does. And is he going to get the position back? It looks like it's too much, but he can get DRS. Going back into the last straight. And he's got a good exit. He does get DRS. Rich mix 3. Vettel's going for it now. He's going to go on the inside, I think. He does. He's got a good slipstream. He goes for the inside and doesn't quite make it stick. He was like he was backing out. He's too scared to go for it. And it looks like Raikkonen's just going to get away from him now. And that was that. But the racing there was just phenomenal. We'll check that out on the replay. You see that lovely curve of the stadium there, and Raikkonen right on him there, DRS. Vettel was pretty helpless. Switches to one side, the movers tries to push him over. Raikkonen was having none of it. And then cuts wide to go deep to cut in, but he just never had the traction of Raikkonen, and he just couldn't do it. The Ferraris once again squabbling. Lovely camera angle there. And we've just got to see how this race goes on, because at the minute Vettel is just, well, he was flying at the start. He's going in the pits.
Raikkonen has come into the pits.
Great. Raikkonen, team radio. What are you doing? You absolute idiot. You put the car in front of me in the pits west. This is a shambles. Vettel's not happy, guys, because Raikkonen went in the pits ahead of him. There's something going on at Ferrari. Something going on. Towards the end of lap 8, Rosberg's got the slipstream and DRS on Vettel. This guy's a sitting duck. He's in 4th position at the minute. And Rosberg's going up the inside, but he just couldn't get the traction to complete the move. And it looks like it's going to come down to this straight. Rosberg is going to have DRS again. We're going to have to go into Rich Mix 3. And Rosberg, he's going in the inside. I can't really do anything about it apart from cut him up there, but it did not affect the control of the car going into the corner. So same again. Lap 9, guys. End of lap 9. Rosberg's right on us again. We just can't hold him off for much longer, and we're going to have to go wide here by an error. And there's been a collision. Rosberg's gone off. Oh my god. The Grand Prix can't get much better than this. And Rosberg, it looks like he's out of the Grand Prix, but we're going to switch to Daniel Ricciardo's view in live racing, and he's going to come past Rosberg. We'll check out the state of the car from Ricciardo's view. There's Rosberg there. He looks like he's pulling out of the Grand Prix, but he turns in. Rosberg hits Ricciardo. Whose fault was that? Obviously it was Rosberg's. Boom. And not only is Rosberg's race over, it looks like Ricciardo's is as well. My God. Back on course with Vettel now, because we've only got Massa ahead of us for that podium position. Lap 11 of 14. We've got to get DRS here to get him. We've got to get away from him. And we've got to make sure we get that lap. The last few laps. And we've got to make sure we do it, because we can't afford another out of podium finish.
The Mercedes crew are preparing for a
Here we go.
We're not sure which driver it is yet.
Slipstream, Massa in the Williams. Vettel, he's sitting duck. Easy. Easy. Oh, team radio from Mercedes. Alright guys, is Nico alright or what? Yes Lewis, Nico is fine. Yeah, I didn't give a shit anyway. Okay, thank you for that Lewis. Massa is on the case of Vettel as we go down the slipstream into the last. Massa is back on the case of Vettel, and he's going to get DRS. This is just crazy racing. Massa's going to cut up the inside. He's going to get the move. Is he Vettel leaving enough room? He does. But the side-by-side wheels touching. Massa has spun off. Massa has gone out of the Grand Prix. And he's back on the track now. Vettel has been involved in a few incidences today. And let's check that out. We come down the straight. Vettel takes him through the DRS. And we'll just watch carefully what happens with Massa, because we need to analyse this and make sure Vettel, well, he wasn't in the wrong. He goes wide there. Massa senses an opportunity and he dives straight back up the DRS section there. Good exit from Massa, and it's open. Here we go. Let's check this out. Let's just see what actually happens, because it was a crazy one. Massa goes up the inside, side by side, nearly going into the corner. Massa spins. Let's check that out closer. Wheel touching, racing incident. We got to put that down too. We never got a penalty, but now, guys, this left us with third place, as nobody could challenge us. Sebastian gets a podium. Ring, ding, 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 ding. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Great win, Seb. Great win. I mean, podium. So, guys, there we go. We have a podium. I'm just going to leave you to enjoy the scenes as Hamilton sprays. Well, Vettel, Raikkonen's getting ignored. There we go. And that was that. I'm quite happy. I'll leave you with the race positions, and I'll catch up here in a minute.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
So Lewis Hamilton wins the Grand Prix, Raikkonen is second, Vettel third, Massa fourth, Grosjean, Sainz, Kvyat, Alonso gets eighth, Ericsson and Maldonado, and here is the standings for the Drivers' Championship. Only really one win away. Raikkonen, he's doing fantastic. Hamilton, you expect him to be up there.